Hayden was very kind and aware of people. He would look out for the smaller guy and elevate them. So he had a lot of compassion. He was a natural leader. Financially, we didn't have a lot, but we did have each other. I'm 15 years old, and we go to the DMV here in Oregon to get his permit test. And as we're walking in the door, Hayden says, "Hey, Mom, can I see your driver's license?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And so I pulled out my driver's license and I handed it to him, and he said, "The weight might be wrong." We approached the DMV counter, and Hayden said, "Well, why do you have a D on the back of your license?" And I said, "Well, I'm a donor." And Hayden said, "What does that mean?" And the guy behind the DMV counter says, "Well, if you're going to be an organ donor, like your mom, that would mean that people would be able to use what you have to better them, should something happen." And Hayden said, "Oh yeah, sure, they can have whatever they need." Just a few months later, Hayden collapsed with me. We were running and laughing, and Hayden suddenly collapsed, and we lost Hayden. In deep, dark grief, I had lost so much of my vision. It was cloudy. It was very dark. I rarely saw light. I was very, very depressed. Being blind is one of my worst fears. So when my light came back personally, it was really, really tied to knowing what kind of person Hayden was, and then knowing that, hey, he gave 2 people vision. I had a thought early on a Saturday morning. I remember I'm going to go through Hayden's last 2 boxes of possessions. When I opened up this box and I saw the 2 rocks, one of which said, "Turn me over." I turned it over. It said, "Turn me over," and I started laughing. I had totally forgotten that we had painted rocks. And I got this imagery of Hayden as clear as if he was in the room, of his big beaming smile saying, "Mom, share my gift, share who I was."